Hi, today I have two multiple choice questions for you. Both of these questions going to be about different blood group systems. And you may stop video here, read the questions, answers, make your choices, and then run video again and compare your answers with my answers and explanations. So here is the first question. In the MN blood group system, it is possible to know the genotype from the phenotype because, and I have a hint for you, this is not answer E, that is none of the above. The statement is not correct. It is not possible to determine genotypes from the phenotype. We can determine genotype from the phenotype here. And let me return to the answer A. The N allele is recessive. That's not true. N allele is not recessive. Answer B, there are only two alleles. That's true, but this does not provide us any information why we can detect genotype from the phenotype. So we have to cross out this question. And answer C, there are only two genotypes possible. That's not true. When we have two types of alleles, that means that there are three genotypes possible. And answer D, the alleles are codominant, and that's true. Because consider we may have two alleles, that is M. When we inherit one allele from the mother, another one from the father, and these two alleles would make a group M. And we also may have situation when we have an allele and an allele, and this would make group N. And also we may have one allele M and another one N, and as long as these two alleles codominant, this group also would be Mn. And the second question, for which phenotypes in the ABO blood group system it is possible to determine genotype? And here we also have 5 answers that you may choose from. But I want to start my explanation from the explaining of the different components of the blood. So the main component, of course, this is the water, and 3 other components would be red blood cells that carry oxygen, and white blood cells that fight disease and infection, and also platelets that stop bleeding. And the ABO blood group system help us to detect presence or absence of the glycoproteins A and B on the surface of the red blood cells. So consider such situation when we have red blood cells, and one would be genotype AA, and here would be present A glycoproteins on its surface. Another would be genotype AO, and also here would be glycoprotein A present on its surface, and these two genotypes would make group A. And there also can be different group when we also have a situation when glycoprotein B present on the both groups, genotypes that would be B and BO, and these two genotypes would make blood group B. So we have blood group A, blood group B. So this would be phenotypic groups that would each one consist of 2 genotypic groups. And also we may have such situation when we have both glycoproteins present, so glycoproteins A and B, and genotype, of course, in this case would be A, B. And also this is going to be phenotype. So phenotype here would equal to genotype. And we may also have such situation where there is no glycoprotein present, because we have situation when we have 2 or alleles. So these two alleles would make blood group O. So no glycoprotein A, no glycoprotein B would be present here. So here is a genotype would equal to phenotype, and we have two such groups A, B and O where genotype equal to phenotype, and we also have two groups, that is A and B, where each phenotype can be made of two genotypes. A can be AA genotype and AO genotype, and B can be made by BB genotype and BO genotype. So we can tell phenotype if we know genotype, but we cannot tell here genotype if we know phenotype, because it can be BB or BO, or same here. If we know phenotype, we cannot say whether it is AA or AO, but if we know that this is AO, we can tell that this is phenotype A, and if we know that this is AA homozygous, of course, this also means that phenotype would be A. So now we have all the information, so we can solve this problem. And here, let me read the question 1 again. For which of the phenotypes in the ABO blood group system it is possible to determine genotype? And answer A, only for the phenotype O, and that's not true, because as you see here, in this group you have blood group O and blood group AB. So we have to cross out this answer. It doesn't answer completely. Answer B, phenotypes A, B and AB, but not O. And that's not true, because we cannot tell the genotype of the A and B. So we have to cross out this answer. We cannot tell the genotype if we know only phenotype. And answer C, only phenotypes A, B and O, and that's correct answer. So just let's finish our answers. D, phenotypes A, B and O, that's not true. We cannot tell the genotype if we know only phenotype A, B. And answer E, only phenotypes A, B, also not correct. So now I hope you would be better prepared for your exams, and now you would be able to tell the difference between these two blood system groups. And that's all for today. Thank you for attention. Please thumbs up if you like this video, write your comments, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos almost every day. Goodbye.